Oh my God, it sounds so good. If the front looks sexy, the side has got me on my knees, ready to pose.
Oh God!
Jesus.
Oh, it sounds so good.
Oh my God, look at the 0 to 60.
Oh!
Hey, Jacob.
Oh, hey, Matt.
Do you feel that was a bit more lively?
Oh, a bit of energy in this video.
There's a lot of energy because
Oh, Porsche.
we did it. We got Porsche on the channel. You guys have just been non-stop asking for Porsche products. Oh, sorry, Porsche.
Oh, Porsche.
Porsche products. Well, guess what? We have one now. We have a Cayenne or Cayenne. Either way, I'm in trouble, right? I can't pronounce anything correctly.
Honestly, I think Porsche is one of those brands, bro.
You're
gonna offend people.
Yeah, apologies in advance, okay? We're here with the new Porsche Cayenne. It starts at about $140,000 just for the SUV and, you know, base engine. This one here is the Cayenne SE Hybrid, which means there's a lot of different drivetrains and things available, but this one comes with a plug-in hybrid 3-litre V6
Turbo.
that is insanely fast.
It genuinely is.
And like, I had high expectations, okay? Everyone's like, oh, Porsche's so good. Well, I'll be the judge of that. And you're not wrong.
You are now one of those people.
I'm definitely a Porsche elitist. So today we're going to take you for a full review of the new Porsche Cayenne. This one here is $185,100 before on-road costs. Porsche are one of those brands where your Porsche is going to be very different to everyone else's because you can literally option anything.
Literally.
But that also means that a lot of things are options. So yeah, this one has about $30,000 of options to it. Does that ruin it? Not really, because it is just absolutely absurd in literally every other way. So today we're gonna review the snot out of this thing. We're gonna check out its exterior. We're gonna look at its practicality, interior. What is that like? We're of course going to launch it. We have our specialist timing gear like we do with every car. We're gonna see just how fast this is and how much faster it is than the manufacturer claims, because spoiler, it is. And then of course, we're gonna give this thing lots of the sauce. We're gonna drive the snot out of it because it's a Porsche, and really that's what they're designed for.
Yeah, they're designed to be steered hard.
And of course, final thoughts, should you buy a Porsche Cayenne S and what should you look out for? So Jacob, let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Oh, it's cold.
It's very chilly.
Good weather for turbos though, I'll tell you what.
Very true.
Let's take a look at the exterior of the Cayenne, whatever the hell I should be pronouncing it as.
Bro, this thing is hot.
It's hot. It is like a piece of art. And I totally understand why people want this in their garage, because you look at it and you're like, yeah, I made it. I feel like I made it. I don't even know this one. So, like I said, this thing has $30,000 or so worth of options. And in fact, editor, pause the video right now, play some nice elevator music, and put them on the screen for a few seconds.
That was relaxing.
Yeah. Did you guys get that? There's quite a few things here, but they can be so nuanced, like decals or like 100 different types of wheels. Like you can literally customize these however the hell you want. You got these really cool lights here. I love the daytime running lights. It's very classic Porsche with the 4 different ones. Also very, very bright pixel LED headlights here.
Yep, that's one of the options.
They're tinted as well, another option. You got the Porsche badge there. Oh, I love it. I want one. I'm just gonna, you know what, maybe I'll just rip this one off, put it on my
wall. Put it on your wall.
Check out this giant grille. It's all very open. You've also got a sensor in here. One of the packages that this has, and you might have seen, is a lane keeping assist, but it's not very good, but we'll come back to that. You got a turn signal there as well. Like I said, beautiful, beautiful car.
So distinctive, so Porsche.
So distinctive. And it doesn't look too big, despite being a pretty large SUV.
Yeah, I know.
Let's check out the side.
Let's do it.
Alrighty guys, let's talk about the side.
If the front looks sexy, the side has got me on my knees, ready to pose.
Yeah, this thing is beautiful. So 21-inch wheels here. It's also staggered front to rear. So the fronts are 285, the rears are what,
315.
315, there you go.
Huge.
They're big, big wheels. 21 inches, I think is good. Any higher and you start to degrade on ride quality, but this is like a really good, I guess, middle ground. Pirelli P0 tires, not necessarily my favorite, but they seem to do a good job here. You've also got these huge acid green colored brake calipers. This thing weighs a lot. It's about 2.4 tons. So yeah, it has to really stop a lot of mass that can go very, very fast in a short period of time. So that's why it's so bloody huge. And acid green is a no cost option. So well done, Porsche.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, but that's how you know that this thing is a plug-in hybrid or the e-power. You've also got the e-hybrid badge there. That's a pretty good tell. A 360 camera. This thing has a decent 360 camera.
It's actually quite good, yeah.
You've also got keyless entry and go. You got very tinted privacy glass here as well. This car rides on as standard air suspension, and so it can lower and raise. It's really, really good, especially when you're going like off-road. I wouldn't be taking this thing too far off-road, but you can raise the Cayenne really, really high up, and that gives you a lot more ground clearance. And of course, it can slam itself down to lower its center of gravity while you are giving this thing lots of sauce. And it's bloody good at that too, let me tell you. Check out the bum.
Let's do it.
Jacob, this is an ass, okay?
That is a badonkadonk.
That is a badonkadonk. So we are here with the coupe version. It's about 8 to 10 grand more depending on which variant you get. Yes, it eats into some of the practicality, but it just turns this sculpture into like, you know,
The
one of
bloody
those,
Mona Lisa.
you
the
know when
Mona
you
Lisa.
do something intimate, like you grab a clay thing, and you kind of warp it with your hands, right? So it goes from art to pottery. All right? You know what I mean.
Bro, I have no idea what you mean. I don't think anyone knows what you mean.
You got a spoiler up here. There's so much downforce on this that it doesn't even need a wiper blade because it just pushes it all off anyway. Talking about rain, of course. That wasn't very clear. You've also got a spoiler here that comes up at about 100 kilometers an hour. Looks awesome.
Really does.
Yeah, makes this thing look extra sporty. Love this light bar that runs across it. You've got the Porsche badge there, of course. Cayenne S again with that acid green. Though, like I said, you could do whatever you want. You could delete it. You could change the color. Like, it's pretty crazy. Down the bottom, you've got a pretty tame looking diffuser, really. But quad exhaust, this does have an optional exhaust to it. I would get that exhaust 100 times out of 1, okay?
Bro, the exhaust note on this thing is unbelievable.
Take a f***ing listen to this. Jacob, how good was that?
Oh, dude, that was probably the peak of this video.
We're gonna keep this section short because it's just nothing compared to that. So boot space, it does take a hit. 625 liters because of the coupe body style. Doesn't help that under here we have a even bigger 17.9 kilowatt hour lithium ion battery, sourced from Samsung if you're curious. And that is of course because this thing is a plug-in hybrid, and that will give this a range of about 47 kilometers. Also under here is your Bose subwoofer. This thing has a really decent Bose sound system.
Yeah, it's actually quite good.
So I'm pretty sure you can option like 1 or 2 other ones if you want to. You've got some netting here too, and you can also raise or lower the rear in case you want to get things in nice and easy because of the air suspension. So that's really awesome. You can also drop the rear seats and get even more room. Like, it's pretty stupid. But yeah, you lose about 100 liters versus a standard SUV version of this.
That's worth it for the looks, I reckon.
So worth it for the looks. Although you are paying more money for it, but still worth it. This thing is gorgeous. Jacob, what the hell's that sound?
Dude, no, don't look. Don't go in there.
What have you done?
No, please, like, just don't go in there, please.
Thank you to ASUS.
No, please.
You see, guys, ASUS, they're good lads. And we've been using ASUS for a while, and they've sent us this laptop. It's called the Expert Book. In all seriousness, Daddy Jacob has been using this now for a few months, and what do you think?
Honestly, mate, it's incredible. I've been using it to watch all of our videos.
Not just that, Daddy Jacob edits on here. He does all of his work on here. Even though this thing is a beefy boy, it has a lot of power within it, and that is really important for our work. So I do want to say thank you very much to ASUS for sending us the Expert Book. And if you want to learn more about the Expert Book or any other ASUS product, make sure you click the link in the description below or the pinned comment, because this thing, it's pretty epic.
It's a beast.
And look at this.
Oh, flip. You've broken it.
Presentation mode. All right, let's get back to the video. Alrighty, Daddy Jacob, listen to this.
Oh, that is Porsche quality.
Porsche. This interior space, look, it's really, really nice. I'm not gonna go out there and say like, oh, this is mind-blowing interior. It's just a very German, high-quality interior.
Yeah, I would agree.
And I don't know how else to describe it other than that. That is not to say that it's bad. Touch around and there are soft touch materials absolutely everywhere. I don't like that I can hear my voice so well. It's so isolated in here. And of course, we have more options.
Oh, you're telling me that carbon next to you doesn't come with the car?
It's a nice carbon. It's like weaved with gold. That's very bougie indeed. You've also got a passenger screen, which I can't see from this angle, but I can see from this, and that is a safety thing. You don't want the driver to get distracted by what the passenger is doing, but you can see a bunch of different things like your maps. You can also see like a copy of the gauges up in front. That's like a really cool thing, especially if you're going on the track, things like that. Do you need it? No, of course you don't.
I think it's also cool with that sports chrono pack as well.
Yeah, sports chrono pack. So you know we've got that because of the clock up in the center. Also gives you other things like a launch control, which
Ooh,
we have.
we've definitely used.
We've dabbled. Okay, we've dabbled. You have to. It's a Porsche. God, I want to keep forgetting that, man. The steering wheel. Oh,
Honestly, man, one of my favorite steering wheels.
a nice steering wheel. Even the buttons. Listen to this.
Oh, ASMR.
That is literally ASMR. Don't worry, Porsche. You don't need to be here. You've got the Porsche logo up in front of you. You've also got your drive mode selector here. When you change between different modes, the car does many different things, and you'll see that.
It makes some pops and some crackles.
In fact, Jacob, what better way to show that then? Let's turn on the car.
Oh,
Oh my foot slipped. Oops. Anyway, we'll put the car back into EV mode and let that all shut off.
Yeah. But quick, what does that button on the drive mode selector do?
Oh, you mean the nondescript little nipple, I would say, in the center? Jacob, that gives you 20 seconds of overboost.
Oh my God.
And it's enough to blow my little mind, though that doesn't take very much.
20 seconds is all you need.
Storage in here is also pretty good. Probably not as good as I would hope for such a large SUV, but it's still pretty good. So the glove box is a rather massive size, actually. In here, oh, car turned off. In here, you've got a fast wireless charger. You've also got 2 fast USB-C ports up to like 45 watts or something ridiculous. You've also got a little storage area here, a couple of cup holders and a 12-volt socky-wocky. This center armrest is nice and soft. It also slides if that's your thing. And in there is a little bit more storage, which is always nice to see. The door bins are insanely huge, so that's nice.
They're very nice.
And felt lined. Ooh, stops things from rattling around. So yes, it's really, really nice. Didn't mention the other tech. I can't believe I glossed over that. So here you have a new infotainment display that is super fast to respond. You've got wireless Apple CarPlay, and of course you've also got Android Auto, and it just works. You can also control some of your air conditioning controls through there, but you've got some quick select buttons here. It's funny because you can see options like the cooled seats. I can see it, I just can't press it. But you do get heated seats here at least, and the buttons again,
Oh, they sound so nice.
it's just so nice. It's something that Audi does really well as well, and of course it's Volkswagen Group, so they share a lot of parts, but this is just, that's just next level. I will say you do get these beautiful and standard 14-way adjustable leather seats. They feel so good.
Oh man, they're so comfortable. I love the under thigh support adjustment as well.
So good. And they really hold you into place as well. I didn't expect it to, because you look at them and you're like, these look pretty basic, but actually when you're really giving the car a lot of sauce, well, it does hold you in place. So massive panoramic sunroof, forgot to mention that too. So yes, look, could this place have more inclusions? Absolutely. But I feel like if you're buying a Porsche, you know what you're getting into, and you can customize this interior to be whatever the hell you want.
Exactly.
Honestly.
You can get all those inclusions just for more money.
Yeah, correct. Anyway, let's check out the back seats.
Let's do it.
Alrighty, guys.
Oh,
Back seats.
oh yeah.
That was a slam. So I'm 5'11". I've got heaps of room behind myself, heaps of tow room as well. Headroom is actually surprisingly good. One of the issues with coupes is that they kind of cut off from back seats back, but this has cutouts in the roof, so you get enough space. The leather back here, again, is so nice. The seats are very comfy. They're actually like divoted, so kind of sporty in a way. Pull down the center armrest, nice and soft. You get 3 cup holders in here. You get a little one for your energy drinks, I suppose. You've also got quad zone climate control.
Optional extra.
It's an optional extra, but it's nice to have, I suppose. You got air vents here and up here too. You've also got 2 more USB-C fast chargers and a 12-volt socky-wocky. Little storage area down there too. Map pockets are pretty nice, and quality, like you would expect, it doesn't really take a hit back here. You got massive door bins too. So yeah, overall, surprisingly good place to be. I didn't expect it to be that good because of the coupe, and a lot of competitors do kind of ruin in that area, but this is good, man.
Yeah, this is it's still a big SUV.
Still a big SUV. Alrighty, guys. Now, we're about to launch the Porsche Cayenne. But before we do, you need to know about CarSauce.com/buy. It's our car buying service. We already have so many happy, saucy boys like yourself, or girls.
A surprising amount, actually.
Yeah, so genuinely surprising. We've partnered with Motorscout, who are Australia's #1 car buying service. We have thousands of dealers who we use and literally make them fight against each other to get you the absolute best deal on your next car, whether you're buying Porsche Cayenne or whatever. We also can get cars in stock that other people just can't because we have thousands of dealers.
Exactly.
So if you want the absolute best price on your next Porsche Cayenne or anything else, make sure you check out CarSauce.com/buy and we will help you out.
Let's launch this bad boy.
Alrighty, friend, it's the moment of truth. Porsche claim that this will do 0 to 100 in 4.7 seconds. Let's put the car into Sport Plus. Because we have the Sport Chrono... Oh, no, it sounds so sexual. Because we have the Sport Chrono package, we actually have launch control. So we have our specialist timing gear here. The car is lowering itself. I'm going to wait for that to finish.
Oh, I can see the front.
It's done. Fist me.
I'm so ready. Porsche launch.
Launch control activated. Here we go, daddies.
Oh, God.
Jesus.
Oh, it sounds so good.
Oh my God, look at the 0 to 60.
Oh!
That is better than their claim.
0 to 100 in 4.55 seconds. That's really fast.
Bro, this is a super SUV.
Alrighty, Daddy Jacob.
Oh yeah, baby, we're in a bloody Porsche.
We're in a Porsche. Welcome, Porsche. High five.
Welcome, Porsche, to the channel. We've made it.
We've made it. God, it says a lot about the brand if we feel we've made it with a Porsche. So
they've done well.
let's put the car into sport mode.
Oh,
Wait,
what about Sport Plus?
listen to this.
Oh. I'm scared. I'm scared, bro.
Mom.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my God, it sounds so good.
I don't know what crack cocaine Porsche put into their engines, but that sounds unbelievably
Do you know what that
good.
sounds like to me, man? It sounds like basically 100 years of making 6-cylinder Sex Pistons. All right?
Truly. Okay, so let's talk about the engine. It's a 3-litre turbocharged V6 because we are in the SE hybrid. If you were to go for the standard S, you get a bi-turbo V8. If you want to learn more about that engine, you can go watch it in our Audi RS7 review. It's a wicked engine, but this powertrain is fuel efficient and still sounds like sex on a stick.
Oh my God. Oh my God, this thing corners insanely fast. Can I give the audience what they want to know? All right, they want to know the specs.
Do it.
This bad boy.
Do it.
All right, so the 3-litre 6-cylinder turbo engine pumps out 260 kilowatt of power, 500 newton meters of torque.
It's a lot of torque.
That would already be plenty.
That'd be enough.
Then you've got the electric motor on top of that, which is 130 kilowatt,
Jeez.
460 newton meters of torque.
Give me the combined.
Put that together, 382 kilowatts of power. Oh, it's 750 newton meters of torque.
Oh, and you know what? It feels it. This
Oh
thing
my God.
is unreal. We're riding on air suspension as well, so that's always a very nice thing to have.
I was going to comment, it's very comfortable.
Very comfortable. We have adaptive dampers as well, and so when you combine them together in sport mode, we have the hardest suspension setting on, and this thing's steering.
Oh my God.
It, like, honestly, it could almost only be described as like perfect. You know, they've just struck the balance. The other thing, friend, is obviously this thing is a 4-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, really. It's a rear-wheel drive biased all-wheel drive. So that's what gives us so much bloody confidence when you put your foot down. They're not just going to spin out.
And it is kind of a cold, dampish day today, so that's actually pretty good conditions to test that out.
Genuinely. Another thing, friend, is where this drive mode selector is, you actually have a button in the center. It's not labeled, right? But look what happens when I press it on the screen. 20 seconds.
Oh my God, sport response.
It's so
My God.
sexual. It essentially gives you overboost for 20 seconds.
Oh no.
It's so good.
Was that already 20 seconds?
I know, right?
That went quick.
Now, Jacob, you might be wondering, what the hell transmission does this have?
I actually was wondering that.
Well, again, we'll press this nondescript button. Oh, you can see it quickly blip. We have an 8-speed torque converter automatic. So it's not quite the PDK, but
It's still super responsive.
Wicked
Yes,
quick.
we've got sport response on right now, but it's still bloody responsive.
yeah, 100%. It's a pretty awesome transmission.
Yeah.
I was surprised and kind of disappointed that we didn't get the PDK here. But then I was like, actually, no, I'm not.
No, because around town, you're going to love that 8-speed. Oh, yeah. Dude, this honestly makes me so excited to try out like a Porsche 911.
Oh,
Because
I can't wait.
You know, that thing is arguably one of the best steering cars ever. This is incredible.
For an SUV,
Bro, I need you to speak to me. I need you to
I
tell
can't.
me. Tell me how the steering feel is.
the steering feel, okay, it's light.
Oh my God.
But it's so precise and so direct. It's like a scalpel. Also, we have the optional anti-roll bar system. So interestingly, you can't get that if you get, for example, a Touareg R, which under the skin is
Very similar, actually,
quite
in some
similar,
ways.
but
Yeah.
they say you can't get that because of the battery pack. However, this has a bigger battery pack at 17.9 kilowatt hours. By the way, you get about 47 to 49 kilometers of real-world electric-only driving range, which, in fact, let's just do that before we get to Saucy Corner. Put it into e-power mode.
Ooh.
Now the engine is shut off and we are running purely on electric only, and that will go up to 135 kilometers per hour.
That's pretty impressive, man.
But yeah, you get that anti-roll system, and so what that does is it can stiffen essentially the car when you are turning a corner and make sure that you don't have any body roll. Like, it's insane. These active roll bars.
These bloody Porsche engineers, they're smoking something.
Yeah.
All right, what better way to test that, right, than Saucy Corner?
Okay, listen to this.
Oh, it wakes up. It's like, hello,
God, tickle my little pickle.
we're about to take a Porsche around Saucy Corner.
Here we go.
Let's do it.
Oh,
Jesus. God. Oh my God.
sounds so good.
I'm like literally pinned into my seat right now.
Oh, okay, hairpin numero uno.
Oh! What the
It shouldn't do this.
No!
This isn't natural or normal.
Don't do it to me!
Guys, this car weighs like 2.4 tons. It shouldn't
It can't move like
do
that.
that.
That's like anti-gravity.
It's anti-gravity. What the flip?
Okay, I don't think we've ever been in an SUV. Even like the Stelvio Quadrifoglio did not corner like that.
We've driven a lot of really fast SUVs.
Yeah, we've driven BMW.
faster than this in a straight line,
You know,
right?
X5 M's, X3 M's, like everything you can drive around that corner. This kills them all.
Honestly, because in the Stelvio Quadrifoglio, you'll lose the rear end up that corner.
You might die. Yeah.
In an X3M, you're like this the entire ride. In a Cayenne, okay, it's a lot of money, but in a Cayenne, it's like nothing. That was nothing.
That is, yeah, it is kind of a league of its own, man.
I will say, probably the most disappointing aspect of this car is that this has the optional lane keeping assist.
It's not lane centering though, is it?
It doesn't lane center. It's literally like a lane key. It just kind of bounces you off the sides of the lane. And so I don't know why you'd buy it. I just don't know why you'd pay for that option now. It's just not worth it.
Yeah, given the other options on the market, it's not worth it. But I can see some people, you know, finding use for it. Some people might not want that, you know, overly intrusive lane centering.
That's true.
So I get it.
I don't know, man. Very, very impressed with this thing. Oh, and by the way, on a highway, you're going to be getting about 9 liters per 100 kilometers in this thing if you're not using the electric motor, which is actually really impressive.
That is really impressive.
It's pretty nice, man.
This is a pretty awesome car, man. I don't know what else to say.
I don't know what else to say.
I mean, it's expensive, but it's so good.
Let us know in the comment section, by the way. Do you want us to review a Porsche 911 or 718 or whatever? Let us know.
I'm going to make a bunch of bot accounts and just comment, yes, review the 911, review the 911.
Wow, what an impressive drive. Okay, let's get into our final thoughts.
Let's do it.
Oh.
Bro, I'm going to need a week to recover from this.
I didn't expect, honestly, I honestly did not expect the Porsche Cayenne to drive like it did. You know?
I don't know why though, because everyone says it does.
I don't know why either. Yes, it's a lot of money. It is definitely a lot of money, and it's definitely not a value play in the business, right? You're buying a Porsche, you're buying it for 2 reasons. One, you know they drive impeccably well, but 2, because of the badge, right? It's like a step above BMW, Mercedes, and somewhere slightly below a Bentley, right? Like, they're very, very nice. Can I recommend a Cayenne? Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, yeah, look, man, it just drives on a whole other level compared to those SUVs that you mentioned. And yeah, it is a bit annoying that everything's kind of like an expensive option, but if you've got the money to buy a Porsche, it shouldn't really faze you.
Doesn't seem to stop literally every second person in Melbourne at the moment. I swear to God.
I see so many of these on the roads, and Macans as well.
Yeah. For good reason. They drive incredibly well. Let us know if you want to see more Porsches on the channel. And of course, you can go through our service, carsauce.com/buy. And really, you should if you want the absolute best price, cars that are actually in stock. Ciao for now.
Bye-bye.